guys, I just feel like this thing that's coming is not just normal. This thing that's coming is like something we've never seen before. It's gonna look like the end of the world. It's gonna look like the end and the utter destruction of America. It's going to be bad. And honestly, I am just prepared for the worst. I am prepared for the worst. I feel like, they're going to do something. Yes, there's already plagues coming out, which I expected them to do something before the Epstein list that drops in January. That they were going to do something to try to distract us from that list. And I believe these new plagues, this zombie deer disease, and this other one, is it white lung disease or something, that is now out just recently, is part of their agenda. But they have other things in the works to try to utterly destroy the people of God and America. But it's not the time yet. I'm telling you, God has been talking to me so much about time manipulation, and these evil people have sped up time. Their agenda is to speed up time. They've been speeding up time, but God showed me that he's going to turn back the hands of time back into their proper place. So I do not believe that this is the complete fall of America. Not yet, because the elect, they're not ready yet. And the elect have to be positioned and trained and equipped in order to be a covering to this final great harvest that is coming before the return of the Lord. And so I don't believe that this is going to be the end, but trust me, I believe that it is going to look like it is the end. And I would not be surprised if they went and tried to gather the prophets of God, the people of God, and take them from their homes and take them to camps. I would not be surprised if they tried to do that soon. I believe these plagues that are happening are their workings to cause another shutdown to happen so that they can cause a state of martial law and take away our rights. And I would not be surprised that if they began to round up the people and try to kill them, okay, try to kill the people of God. This is what I'm sensing, you guys. If this doesn't come, then, praise God. Praise God. But we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared for the worst, but we also need to know, and this reminds me as well of a dream my daughter had a few years ago. And in the dream, there were people in like occult satanist people that came. So these people came in and they tried to shoot us, but when they pulled the trigger, their bullets like stopped in the air and fell to the ground. So my husband hit them with our gun, didn't shoot them, but hit them with the gun, and then we left. And then the angels took us into the wilderness, into a place of safety, and gathered around us in a circle and began praying around us. So this is what comes to mind. Again, I had the dream last night that God was showing me the path that I was to take when I go through the wilderness. And he was reminding me of the correct path. And there were traps, and there were like people hunting, trying to hunt us down. And it was dangerous, but on this path, but that was the path that we had to take to survive this disaster, this dangerous time. So I just want people to understand how serious this could be. be. And to be prepared to flee if you have to flee, to be prepared to endure hardship, to endure a time of darkness, to see death, to trust God to provide provisions of food and water. Ezekiel 21 is no joke. It says that people are going to pee themselves. It says that people are going to pee on themselves when they see what's coming. And so I think it's going to be pretty bad, guys. And I'm not trying to bring fear. The only fear that we need to have is the fear of the Lord. That is the only fear. But we need to know this is serious. This is serious. We need to take the word of the Lord serious and his warnings serious. And I know we've been warning and warning and warning. And so it comes to a point where we're tired and we're like, when is this thing ever going to happen? And people, you get tired of being called a false prophet. And, you know, people don't understand that we only see in part. And we're doing our best to try to pray so that we can receive revelation and understanding, so that we can bring it to the people, so that we can be prepared. And people still attack. It's tiring. But I believe that something big is about to take place. And we are going to have to be standing so firm during this time. But I do believe that God is drawing his enemies, and I do believe that the enemy has overplayed his hand, and I do believe that they're gonna fall on their own sword, the same sword that is going out to destroy the people, the hypocrites in the church, is the same sword they will end up falling on as well. Because justice is coming. Justice is coming. So I believe when the dark night is over, this period of time, this however many days of darkness that is coming on the land, when this period is over with, when the flood, like in the days of Noah, the flood of judgment has hit the land, and when the smoke has dissipated, that I do believe that the Lord will raise up the elect, raise up the remnant, raise up the Davids, raise up a body of believers with strategic blueprints and with dedicated militant obedience that will restore the torn down cities, that will rebuild the house of the Lord, the people of God, and prepare them for the return of the Lord, and prepare them for times of great tribulation. So please hear the word of the Lord. Take heed. It's better to be safe than sorry. Don't take these things lightly.